In this poem, students, the poet John Lee is giving us a new perspective of looking at the moon. He is talking of the phases of the moon as if the moon is being built and taken down. So come along then. Let's read and enjoy this poem. This video was made just for you. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe. First, students, I shall recite the whole poem to you and then explain to you. The Silver House. There's a silver house in the lovely sky, as round as a silver crown. It takes 2 weeks to build it up and two to pull it down. There's a man who lives in the silver house in a lonely sort of way, but what his name is no one knows or no one likes to say. Yet, when you go to bed tonight, just draw the window blind and peep out at the silver moon, that lonely man to find. But if his house is taken down and all the sky is bare, then go to bed, because of course the poor man won't be there. By John Lee. Now, students, I shall read and explain to you each stanza. The Silver House. Now, by the title itself, we come to know that the poet is talking about a house, and that is, it is a silver house. There's a silver house in the lovely sky, as round as a silver crown. It takes 2 weeks to build it up and two to pull it down. Now, here the poet is beginning the first stanza by saying that there is a silver house in the lovely sky. So, he is describing the sky as a beautiful, lovely sky, and he's saying that there is a silver house in the sky. So, immediately, isn't it, we can easily point out to what the poet wants to say. He's talking about the moon, and he is comparing the moon to, and he's saying that it is as round as a silver crown. Now, crown is a coin, and silver crown means it is a silver coin that was used in England in the past. So, he's comparing the moon, and he's saying, first, he's telling us that the moon is like a silver house. Okay. Then he's saying it is as round as a silver crown or silver coin. And he says that it takes 2 weeks to build it up, okay, and two to pull it down. So, what is the poet talking about over here? Yes, he's talking about the phases of the moon. So, first, he's saying that it takes 2 weeks to build it up. To build it up means, from, we know that the waxing moon, the phases of the moon from the new moon to the full moon, it takes 2 weeks, isn't it? And that period, he is saying, it is taking it to build it up. So, to build the house, and two to pull it down. So, during the waning moon, isn't it? So, it is from the full moon, the phases of the moon, that is, the shape of the moon becomes smaller and smaller, and then we find that there is no moon in the sky. So, this is what he is talking about. He's saying it takes 2 weeks to build it up. That means the moon takes 2 weeks from the new moon to the full moon, and 2 weeks to pull it down. That is from the full moon to the new moon. Now, let's read the second stanza. There's a man who lives in the silver house in a lonely sort of way, but what his name is no one knows or no one likes to say. So, here the poet is saying that there's a man who is living in the silver house, and he is a very lonely person. That is, there is nobody around. Okay, he's staying all alone in the silver house. So, we too, isn't it? We too, in India, we address the moon as Chanda Mama, isn't it? So, it means that there is some person living in the moon. Okay, and why does the poet say that? Even we feel, no, sometimes we see the shape of a man looking down at us, and there are numerous stories woven round the moon and the man in the moon. Okay, so you must have also heard about these stories that there is a man living and he's looking down at us. Okay, so that is what he's saying, the poet is saying, and then he's saying that there is a man who lives in the silver house and he is all alone, so in a lonely sort of way. But what his name is, no one knows. So no one knows his name. And even if they know, no one wants to tell us what his name is. So it's very secretive. It's a very secretive person. Nobody knows anything about him. But we can only see from the earth far away that there is a man living in this moon, that is, and this moon is his silver house. The third stanza, and so the poet is continuing and saying, yet when you go to bed tonight, just draw the window blind and peep out at the silver moon, this lonely man to find. So here the poet is saying that tonight when you go to bed, what you have to do is draw the window blind. What is a window blind? It is the shade that you put to the windows so that there is no light coming into your room. So in the night, what do you do is you put these shades down. Okay, it's sort of like a curtain. We put curtains in India, isn't it? But there are some people who have this shades, or they are called window blinds, which does not allow the sunlight to come in early in the morning, so you can rest and sleep. So he's saying, when you go to bed tonight, what you do is draw the window blind. Draw means to move the window blind away. Okay, and peep out at the silver moon. So he's saying, just peep outside and see, look at the silver moon, and then you will find that there is this lonely man. So this lonely man is whom you will find in the moon, and you will be able to spot him very, very easily. So this is what the poet is telling us to do. Now let's continue with the fourth stanza. So here the poet is saying, but if his house is taken down and all the sky is bare, then go to bed, because, of course, the poor man won't be there. So he says that if the house is taken down, now we know that for the waning moon, it takes, the moon becomes smaller and smaller. That is from the full moon to the new moon. So here, that phase, that fortnight, the poet is describing as taking down the house. Taking down means breaking it down. Okay. So, but if his house is taken down and all the sky is bare, so there is nothing in the sky. Okay. So the sky is bare means there is no moon. The silver house is not there. So, and all the sky is bare. So he's saying, rest assured, don't get scared. Then go to bed, because, of course, the poor man won't be there. So he's saying this poor man is not going to be there. So don't get scared. You can go and sleep without any worries. Do solve the exercise given to you at the end of this poem. And for the written summary of this poem, as well as to check all your answers, you can visit our website at www.jkacademypro.com. You'll get the link in the description box below. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sure you may also enjoy the following videos. You'll get the link in the description box below.